Hello and welcome back. I don't know whether it's actually capturing it on camera, but there's so many butterflies in this garden now. I don't know why I even bother with the netting. Okay, so I made the fatal mistake this morning of going down to the garden centre. There's just butterflies everywhere, isn't there? It's certainly become summer very quickly. Right, so I made a little bit of work for myself going to the garden centre this morning. I've got all these to plant up, but we've got quite a few empty spaces in the beds, and I want to do quite a bit of clearing as well. So I've got all these to do, which are beans, oregano, herbs, lettuces, and I've also got all these. Right, so I've also got all these brassicas to go in. Mostly they're all kales, a few. I think there's Calabrese marathon. We've got Calabrese marathon up here, and beetroots to go out as well. Now I know with the amount of butterflies that are in the garden at the moment, I know it's going to be a bit of a lambs to the slaughter, and we'll see what survives. It's not the end of the world. I am just using these kales just as a fill-in, because we are changing how we eat quite a few things. And that's why I want to clear this all out and basically start fresh with the new seeds for autumn sowings, and also for the new stuff that we would like to grow, which is I still haven't yet decided on. We're sort of trying to make it up as we go along, and that's not really a good plan to do. So like I say, I want to get these all out, and whatever we get is whatever we get of the kales. We're just going to have to eat them, small leaves. Last night I harvested some of the big leaves, and they were just full of caterpillars. There's just butterflies everywhere. These nets aren't helping anymore. All it is the bed netting, and that was just to protect them, the kales and any of the tender leaves, from both the sparrows eating the beetroot leaves and the pigeons on the kales. Well, they're both now established, and we are actually going to be starting to harvest quite a lot of the beetroot anyway. As you can see, the butterflies just get in there and they're just laying the eggs, and because we're protecting it from the birds can't get in to start going through and cleaning up the plants. And it's the same with these. Butterflies are just laying eggs through the netting or getting through the netting, so I just want to take the netting off, clear up both the bristles of these bottom leaves, clear out all the rocket, because that is just full of caterpillar eggs now, or butterfly eggs, and it's no use. So I want to clear that space out and then see what I can start filling in these gaps with. Right, it's going to be quite a busy couple of days, so hopefully we can get quite a lot done and I can start to feel back in control of it. I'm just watching these butterflies here. I should be taking photos of that, but yeah. Right, let's get going. Right, so I'm still clearing the rest of the space. It's been a week, and what I'm also forgetting to do is forgetting to video the harvests. So what I need to do today is I need to get some beetroot, and this one is definitely ready to pick. I mean, look at the size of that. Let me just clean that up. Right, that's a real beauty, that is. I know it should have been picked a little bit earlier, but yeah, pleased with that. I just need another one as well. I think I've got quite a cluster here. Oh, that one's split. Well, that's no use, is it? Let's see what else we got. I think we'll go with this one. A bit of a twist. Right, so I know that one's small, but there's quite a big cluster there, and I just need to clear some room for the others to actually grow there. Right, happy with those two. I need some tomatoes next now. Right, it's lovely and warm in here. I haven't actually opened it up today. I know I should have, but it's been so cold. You wouldn't believe it's the 8th of August. Right, so I've already got these. These are the Latars leftovers. So I need a few more. I think we'll go with a few of these cherry Chadwicks. There's some nice ones down here. I think we'll go with a few of the Jen's tangerines. And I think we'll go with a few of the San Marzino ones as well. They're definitely ready. That's a nice sized one. It's really nice to start picking the tomatoes. What shall we go with? Another of the Jen's tangerine. And I think maybe the orange bananas, which I don't think you can actually see because I'm on the other side. They're nearly ready. So I'll just pick a few more that are on this side. Looks like, no. What should we go with? We've got a few more of these cherry Chadwicks. Right, I think that'll be it. Those the beetroot and these tomatoes. Right, well hopefully tomorrow I'll be back on clearing out the rest of the beds. But it's really nice to come out and just harvest, and that's my problem. I keep forgetting to film harvesting everything because it's just so easy just to come out and pick everything, and it's like, oh, I should have filmed that. So this is first time I've done it for a while. Right, so I've had a real good tidy up and looks so much better now that I've actually cleared out the rocket and also without the nets. I know there's butterflies everywhere, but what is also happening is that I'm starting to see a lot more wasps coming into the garden, especially around this area. Now, I didn't know wasps actually attack butterflies until I saw it the other day. It was quite a gruesome sight really, so I didn't film it. Now what I've done here is I've cleared out the rocket. Now what I have done with the rocket, right, so wild rocket is actually perennial. So what I've done is I've transplanted them into these 20-litre tubs. They had really long root systems on them, so I knew they were pretty healthy. I was just hoping I hadn't killed them while transplanting them, but these have actually started to get new growth on them. And what's nice around here is they only get around about half an hour sunlight, so I can actually protect them from flowering again, hopefully also from the flea beetle and the butterflies. Because at the moment there's so much temptation for the butterflies out here, that I can't see any eggs on these plants. So they're looking pretty healthy, and what I will do in the autumn is bring them back out up by the patio so we can start harvesting off them. I may do another sowing just so I've got around about 6 tubs, and hopefully they all work out at different timings, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Well, I'm quite excited to actually get perennial wild rocket all the time. I didn't realise it was perennial until I looked it up, and that was when I saw the size of the roots. I thought this isn't just a normal annual plant. So yeah, hopefully this works out, and it also saves space in the beds. If I can just get 4 plants, these are 20-litre tubs, 4 plants for each tub, and hopefully I haven't killed all of them. That one's just starting to get a little bit of growth there, so hopefully I haven't killed any during the transplant, and we can just keep them in these tubs for another couple of years. Right, oh, these are the Charlottes as well. I'm just storing them around here again, just to keep them out the way of the sun and hopefully so much of the rain. Right, let me show you the rest now. Right, so most of the work we've done is up at the top. In the beds we've put in a few extra beetroots and that down here. But what we have done also is put in the last of the leeks, which is looking a little bit sorry for himself. Hopefully we get some rain in the next couple of days. But what I want to show you is we're starting to see some of the caspers bear fruit. Is it fruit for pumpkins? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I should really have looked that up. But that's really nice to see, and they're starting to get some nice growth on them now. Oh, and here's the rain. Right, I'll catch you in a little bit. Right, well, most of the work has actually been done on these beds. We spent quite a bit of time on these beds. But before I show you these, let me just show you the kazar beans. Right, 2 weeks ago, I was really worried about these beans, both the Greek Giganti and the kazar. We had this wall of flowers, but there's no bees. But since then, they've certainly come, and this is what happens. We've got these nice size beans starting to grow now, and that's on basically every flower. Seems to be a good amount of germination. As you can see here, there's some real big ones just suddenly popping up, and that's just in the last couple of weeks. So I'm really pleased with how this bed is actually turning out now. Like I say, I was worried about the germination, but we've had a real good amount of germination, and obviously plenty more mines too. I just keep on going around picking this as I'm gardening. It's just a real nice one just to be snacking on, just to keep them productive. And they're certainly doing that. Right, let me take you over there now. Right, so another new addition is this cafe latte dahlia, and that was just too tempting at the garden centre. Now hopefully I'll be able to save the dahlia tuber over winter this year, because it's really nice when we're sitting out on the bench with that, all the other flowers. And then now we've got this lovely backdrop in these three troughs here. You've got the dark colours of the actual lettuce, then the dark green, but then you've got the lighter greens of these dwarf beans as well. So that's making a real nice backdrop, and that's maybe something I'll use for next year, because I can't put in the broad beans in here because we had rust this year. So I'm going to see what we're going to do with these beds. At the moment, I'm still planning. I'm still looking up what I can actually do with these beds, but this is giving me food for thought. I think what we may do in these first two troughs here is use those as a lettuce bed, and then the back troughs are still to decide what to do with them. The contrasting colours are making a nice backdrop. So like I say, that is food for thought. And what else I've done, I've also got all the last of the beetroots in, and that could be just a little bit too late. We'll see what autumn we get, whether they produce anything. But it is whatever we get is whatever we get with those. We've got plenty of beetroot there now, and we're getting some nice sized ones as well. Right, and these two beds, what I've done is any gaps I've filled in with new dwarf beans, and hopefully they turn out all right. They really look a nice flowering bean, and I filled in with more lettuces. And at the back I've put in some purple sprouting broccoli. I think it's both Rudolph and Cardinal. Now I'm not too worried about the purple sprouting broccoli or the kales here, and they really are just fill-in plants now. I've got to look what I'm going to do with all these beds for next year and what I'm going to be growing as well. And we're not eating as much kale, so what we're going to do is see how these actually perform over winter in this position, and also see what florets we get off them. Right, well, it's getting a bit blustery now, so what I'm going to do is just leave the video here now. So like I always say, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you again.